S Patil, Assistant Professor of Communication Skill, Department of Humanities and Sciences, Walchand Institute of Technology, Solapur. Today, we are going to talk about situational conversations. For today's session, we have selected the topic situational conversation, learning outcome. At the end of this session, student will be able to understand, to demonstrate effective oral communication skills in various situations. They are able to play the various roles of situational conversations. Situational conversation means what? Situational dialogues or situational conversations were designed with a variety of everyday English usage situations. This is designed for English learners. Dialogues of 2-3 pairs of questions and answers for each. Dialogues are made up so that one phrase of a dialogue can be easily inserted into the other. Then here I will pause a video for a minute so that you can answer the question, what is situational conversation? So students, try to answer the question, what is situational conversation? Let us resume. What is situational conversation? Situational dialogue or situational conversation means a two-person role play in which the characters perform some routine activity. In the proposed intervention, situational dialogue refer to a pre-printed text to be used in the classroom to develop oral proficiency. In that, formal and informal type of speaking is there. Formal language is a style of speech used when you are speaking to someone you don't know or on whom you want to make a good impression. Informal language is a style of speech where choice of words and grammar tends to be familiar rather than formal. Formal and informal language serve different purposes. The tone, the choice of words, the way we are speaking or the words we are using, the words we are putting together to vary between the two styles. The formal language is less personal than the informal language. It is used when writing for professional or academic purposes like official documents, university assignments. Then formal language does not use colloquialism or any kind of jargon, slangs, contractions or first person pronouns such as I or we. Informal language is more casual and spontaneous. It is used when communicating with friends or family either in writing or in conversation. When writing personal emails, text messages and in some business correspondence, the tone of informal language is more personal than the formal language. In informal language, we use a huge number of words and phrases which we are mainly using in informal English. For example, dude, freaking, trashy, grown up, awesome, to chill out, stuff, hard up, to tick. Sometimes we are using also sell like crazy. We can understand by language whether it is a formal or informal. How we can understand that there is a difference in between formal and informal language? See, in formal conversation, you can find out full sentences, correct grammar and vocabulary, no contraction, no idioms, no passive sentences or no phrasal verbs are used here to investigate. We can use active. Then no abbreviations, no exclamation marks, no imperatives. You can use instead of complete the form, you may complete the form. Whereas in informal, we use short sentences, lack formal grammar and vocabulary. Contractions we are using, so idioms are used. Any type of idioms, phrases, proverbs we can use here. Active voice is used. Phrasal verbs, abbreviations, exclamation marks, imperative sentences, all these are used in informal, means exact opposite to the formal that is used in the informal conversation. See, let us see the verbs informal and formal. How verbs are used. The following list will help you to recognize the informal and formal ways of saying the same thing. The list is divided into section of verbs, transition, emphasis words, abbreviations and slang. Formal and informal. Informal, apologize, increased, decrease, establish, discover, delay, postpone. The same words we are using in a different manner in informal language and by using different verbs. See, say sorry. For saying sorry, we can say that I'm sorry, go down, go up, set up, find out, pull up. This is the speaking situations. How we are using this spoken or oral communication through that situations when we are introducing others, encouraging words, buying and selling, making suggestions, making plans for the weekend, asking for waivers and asking for repetition. At that time we are communicating, that means we are using some of the dialogues, and that type of dialogue whenever there is a situation of introduction, encouragement, buying and selling, making suggestion, at that time we can use this type of dialogues and conversations. See, list of situational dialogues: hiring a car, at the garage, asking the way, on the bus, taking a taxi. Then in formal conversation, what type of dialogues we are using? For example, good morning sir, good morning ma'am, this is, or good morning sir, this is, may I speak to? This is the telephonic. You are introducing yourself. Good morning, this is Mrs. S Patil, may I speak to anybody? In this way you can start. Thank you, you are welcome. Then yes please, could you tell me, could you tell her the message what I want to give you? Then thank you very much, good day, goodbye. More informal, informal also, because informal also when we are meeting so many times, then that formal also we are using in informal way. Here Ananya and Divya, they are talking about each other. How they are talking? As Ananya says, hello Divya, how are you? It has been a long time we have met. Divya says that, oh, hi Ananya, I am doing good. What about you? Ananya says, I am fine too. So where are you working right now? Divya says, I am working at the Bose company. And with a curiosity she says, oh really, that's great company. What is your post there? Divya says, working as a software engineer. Ananya replies, that's really nice to hear. So again this conversation is going on up to the last one. This is a conversation between two friends, how they are talking with each other, and we can see the pictures, and by images we can understand that which type of conversation it is, whether it's formal or informal. The general conversation between two friends could be a general talk or a casual one on different scenarios, whereas many people have a discussion regarding their regarding their jobs, their monthly budget and incomes or daily activities. Students discuss study and summer vacations or any of the term. This is another example, formal and informal telephonic conversation. So this is in the left side, formal telephonic conversation, whereas in the right side, informal telephonic conversation. So on the telephone, Judy and Jeff, they are talking about, whereas in informal, Anne and Nick, they are talking about. Just remember these main points. Be friendly whenever you are talking. At that time, even if the other person doesn't have a time to talk, at least they will appreciate your pleasant demeanor. Take the pressure off. When you come in with expectations, you may become easily disappointed. Just have fun and let whatever happens. Just remember these points. Talk about them. You talk about them as like they don't want to hear from you any life story or anything. Ask the question that show you want to go to know them better. They will probably reciprocate with the same. Be honest. No need to make up an impressive story to get someone's attention. Just be yourself and tell the truth. Then ask open loop questions. Yes or no can be a conversational dead end, or that means the end of the conversation. Ask questions that spur on further discussion. So be friendly. This is the most important point. The first key to feeling relaxed and getting over your fear is to have a good time and be friendly. Smile and enjoy the experience of meeting someone new. If you can relax and enjoy getting to know of someone, then that will be felt by the other person and it will put them at ease. For making effective conversation, the second point is begin with a good conversation starters. As like for example, when you are talking about your friend, hi friends, hi guys, how are you? Best way to start off your conversation with someone is you don't know is to ask a question that's not too personal. Examples of polite questions you can ask to get things going ahead is, excuse me, do you have the time? would you like, would you mind if I take this type of things, do you know what time is it, what time it is, hi, is this seat taken? If the answer is no, then you can follow up with the do you mind if I sit here, pardon me, do you know what time this place closes? In this way you can start your conversation. Avoid closed loop questions. Closed loop questions, yes no type questions. Immediately if answer is yes or no, then conversation will be closed. So avoid such type of closed loop questions. For example, instead of do you like an apple juice, ask the open question, what is your favorite type of juice? So this type of question, see, open loop questions work much better when your aim is to keep conversation going. How you can close the conversation? Remember, when you are closing your conversation, at that time, part of being a good conversationalist is knowing when to stop talking. When the conversation ends, find a way for them to get in touch with you in the future. If you feel like they might want to chat again, you can give them an opportunity with some of these phrases. And remember to make them feel appreciated too. I really enjoyed our chat. Thanks so much. It was really nice meeting. These are the references you can understand more about material. So I hope you understood what is situational conversation and how we can start a conversation